Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome to another week of FOW news. As always, if you guys are looking for FOW singles or sealed product, including the new set, which is, I guess, kind of a newsy announcement, be sure to click the link below for Happy Little Hug Factory, where they now have singles from the new set, Strangers of New Valhalla, as well as added Strangers of New Valhalla singles to their buy list. So make sure you check both of those out. If there's certain cards you're looking for or ones you're trying to offload. And yeah, so usually have really good pricing and all that, so highly recommend checking them out. And once again, make sure you click that link in the description so they know we sent you over. So not a whole lot of news to go over this week, but we'll go ahead and get started. First up, we just missed this last week by a little bit, but the promos for the monthly promos were revealed, or pseudo revealed. I don't know if it was an official reveal or not. I think it was in German, the language on it, but you'll see here in a sec. So the two cards were Heaven Thundering Strike, so you can see the before, the normal card, and then there's the promo, which looks pretty awesome. And then my personal favorite right here is we have Were-Rabbit Warrior. So once again, here's the before and the after, complete with a super awesome motorcycle and everything. So pretty excited about those. I'm not sure, well, obviously they're the upcoming month, so I assume February or something like that. So yeah, something to look forward to. And also quick note is the Were-Rabbit Warrior is from the Star Deck, so that's just something to take note of, is they are already starting to release promos from the Star Decks, which is pretty cool. Hopefully, if Star Decks remain in short supply, they'll start printing more of the main cards, the ones that are very much needed inside decks. I don't know if this necessarily is or not yet, but yeah, so really excited to see those, and I'm really digging the art as well, and the sort of creative license with the card as well. Next up is Erratas. I don't know if we had mentioned before, but Force of Will had released their Errata list, and so the first two are sort of mundane. They had Athenia, the secret rare. It has 1,000 defense. The secret rare was printed with 1,200 on accident for some reason, but the card has 1,000, so it's just you know, we all assumed that that one had 1,000 as well. So there was that. One of the cool changes was Sand Dragon is officially a Sand Resonator. Don't know if this was an accident and it was supposed to originally be a Sand Resonator, or just oversight and they realized it should have been Sand Resonator to begin with in order to interact with some of the cards like Surtur and stuff like that. But yeah, so that is officially Sand. And the last one is sort of the big one, which is Table Flip. So this was sort of a whole ride. So the card was released and it had a combo where if it hit multiple targets, say with a Sandstorm, which does 200 damage to each resonator your opponent controls, it would negate each of those and deal 500 damage to your opponent for each one. So if your opponent has 4 resonators, it deals 2,000 damage to your opponent, etc. They released an Errata, which allowed it so it didn't necessarily prevent damage, or replaced it. So it got around things like Scarlet, the Ruler, etc. But it still had that effect where it could do multiple hits to your opponent. And so they came out with another Errata, and this one finally fixed it, where it can only prevent chants that have single target damage. So not only can it not do the effect of doing multiple damage to your opponent, but it straight up does not work with things with Sandstorm like at all, period now, which is a really good balancing effect overall, I think. It still works specifically with things like an Awakened Prismatic Flame because of the wording and replacing of how it works. But overall, it definitely works much more balanced now. Last bit of news, just sort of a almost PSA, just so you guys know. If you guys go to the Force of Will website, you'll notice that the GP dates page is gone. It sounds like Jeff had said it's just technical difficulties on their end. I know there were some people who were freaking out, who were worried about what might exactly be going on, that the page is down. It's been down for coming up close to a week now. And so apparently it's just technical difficulties, and so the GPs shouldn't be affected at all. It's just the page is down. Although that's kind of weird, not weird on their end, but like just on a website management level, you can't just do a new page or new article. You don't have to keep that specific URL if you guys don't want to. I mean, we have our website, and if something happened with the page where it went down, you just create a new page, or it should be relatively simple to replace it, and definitely not take multiple days. So I wonder what's going on there. It might just be backlog in the system, especially with how old that website is, and the fact that they're planning on replacing the website soon. Maybe they're just not maintaining it correctly. So hopefully that new website comes out soon so that maybe some of those problems will be fixed and we don't encounter stuff like that again, especially people who are trying to figure out flights and planning and all that. All of a sudden they do not have easy access to GP dates and all that, so it's just good information to have out there. But yeah, that's really all the news for this week. Not a whole lot happened, but yeah, we'll be back next week with any news that happens over the course of the next couple days, and we'll see you guys next time.